Pissed off Texan paid for an entire billboard sign that has the people attacking Trump running scared. It's obvious that conservatives are fed up with what's been going on in our country. It took a while to motivate the list and politically active, but after 8 years of a tyrannical Obama administration, everyone who cared about the future of the country took the time to vote and fixed things the old-fashioned way. The out-left who got really used to getting their way have reacted badly. I mean, like a toddler who's been told that he can't get his favorite cereal badly. I don't think most conservatives expected the kind of dirty, underhanded and downright illegal reaction to President Trump's election, but it started on the day he took office, and they've been whining and marching and rioting ever since. Things have even recently escalated to the kind of violence that lands lawmakers in the hospital. We may not have expected it, but if the panelists, who don't actually believe in protecting themselves, are spoiling for a fight, we'd hate to let them down. While we're not ready to go to the illegal measures that the hissy fit-throwing liberals are, we can try rubbing it in their faces until they get used to the idea that the left has been outed and Trump won, like it or not. One Texan decided to take extreme measures to remind the world that he's not getting taken in by the lying media, and he's for Trump. Via Billboard News. A Donald Trump supporter in Texas has paid for a billboard attacking ABC News for its coverage of alleged Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election. I grew up with you. We are through. The Russians didn't elect Donald Trump. I did, the billboard reads. Local resident Kyle Courtney, who paid for the advertisement, told San Antonio's NBC News 4 in a statement. ABC News was the only channel I watched as a child growing up in Texas, but I think they have lost touch with America and forgotten the working man. They don't represent our voice anymore. Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign was funded by the Clinton Foundation in close coordination with the media, and now we're seeing them try to fix what they couldn't fix during the election. They are doing everything they can, night after night, to create narratives and sway people's direction to impeach Donald Trump. Our democracy is at stake when a major political party and the media are in bed together. I'm not asking anyone to boycott the Democratic Party. I'm not in the brainwashing business, but the liberal media is. According to News 4, the billboard, which was put up on Tuesday, will remain up for around 2 months and may be accompanied by a follow-up message when its lease ends. A study conducted by the Media Research Center, MRC, found that the evening newscasts on the big three TV networks, ABC, CBS, and NBC, were overwhelmingly hostile to Donald Trump. Meanwhile, Trump has accused ABC of propagating fake news over their coverage of his alleged ties to Russia. Maybe Texas has an attitude of personal responsibility because the state used to be a sovereign nation and that is still very much felt. Texas still has stories of what it was like to be invaded and fought over, much more recently than most of the rest of the country. It's got a sense of impending doom with the immigration crisis. If something isn't done about the illegal immigrants flooding through our southern border, the white people are going to be the minority in a few years. And guess who will hold the allegiance of those immigrants? It certainly won't be a country to which they just recently came, and to whose laws they have zero respect. This billboard was put up around San Antonio, where there are sections of the city that may as well be Mexico. If you value your person or your positions, you just don't go unless you can pass as an illegal. Everyone knows the areas are there, and they've just been given over to the illegal immigrants, just like Europe has had to give sections to the Muslims. Maybe Texas is so turned off by the liberal agenda because the industries that are prevalent within its borders are so close to the land, oil, and gas being a big one. If the uninformed liberals had their way, they'd have the oil and gas industry that is at the heart of much of Texas commerce and way of life shut down so fast, the local economy might never recover. Most of what is produced in the Deep South have less to do with intellectually groundbreaking activities and more to do with actual groundbreaking. Living close to the land makes almost anyone a conservative. Having a real experience with what it would be like for a farmer to have to go get a permit every time he wants to build a shed for his horses to stand under would make anyone want to ban the liberals and their ridiculous red tape. red tape.